Damn, how you put the questions in here? The, why is it gonna be right there? What in the hell? They gonna sit in my face? Get that shit the fuck up out of here. Drag here to unpause. That's where it's ended, right? That was stupid. Why they put it right in your fucking face? I don't take that. Fuck all that.
What's up, motherfuckers? Trump's a goat.
That's all I'm gonna say. Trump's the GOAT.
Trump's the goat. Trump's the goat.
That's all I gotta say is Trump's the GOAT. You know what's happening. Well, smash that like if you agree. Trump's the GOAT. Can y'all hear me when I tell y'all Trump's the GOAT? ICE is doing a great job. The media is actually doing a great job too. They're doing a fantastic job. Got all the agitators out there protesting. You know, I can't believe they plastered that 5-year-old boy's face on the media like that. Considering they didn't plaster any other young kids' faces. They just looking for the perfect narrative. Yo, smash that subscribe, man. Smash that like. Otherwise, yeah. Evening from the UK. What's up? What's up? How the whole world feeling right now? I bet the whole world in their feelings. How the world feeling right now? I look at it like, what a beautiful world we could be in if we just got rid of all the agitators and the protesters. Not get rid of them, but if they just kind of like stop doing that shit, took a break from it. What y'all think? Y'all think the protest is good? I think the protests cause more problems than anything. They don't seem to be working. What y'all think? Y'all think protesting works? You think it's peaceful? I don't think it's working. Beeping horns and shit. I think it's just disturbing the peace. I'll tell you one thing. If I start seeing that shit in my neighborhood, because I've already like seen graffiti, and I was like, wow, man, I don't want to see that shit. You come into my neighborhood, graffitiing it up and putting posters up, trying to inspire people. Really big trouble in the UK? Fuck, man. Look, we kept getting No Kings protests posted everywhere. They were trying to get everybody involved. I don't think anybody really gave a fuck about it. And I think obviously that turned out the way it turned out, those protests. But They're trying to spread this shit all around the world. They're trying to get everybody on board, but I think more and more people are just waking up and saying, wait, so you want me to be mad, angry, enraged, and start shit with everybody? And be upset, period? What the fuck part of that is peace? That's their policy, though. I mean, when I think about the media nowadays, I'm like, wait. Y'all want me to do what? Y'all want me to get upset and outraged? Seriously? I mean, think about that. I mean, come on, man. Y'all be on some funny shit when y'all think about that. Like, and there's one thing that people are dying and getting detained and shit, but to politicize it and to use it as some form of, okay, we're gonna use this for the year. We're gonna fucking make this kid and this lady the subjects of the cause. We're gonna use this kid and we're gonna use this lady to go against the very law enforcement that was ignored, that welcomed and ushered in millions, that killed plenty, I mean, for all I know, millions of Americans. And here we are saying they haven't committed any crimes. What? What the fuck you mean they didn't commit any crimes? I feel like they're looking for people to murder people first and then get proven guilty of it. And then they're like, okay, now we can deport them. What the fuck is that? Look, man, if you just get vetted, you come correct, and you show up, and if you're really just a law-abiding citizen, then I don't understand why you can't just go through the process. Oh, Americans are being taken. They're disappearing, folks. What the fuck? I mean, come on, convince me, man. What the fuck is that? Convince me what the fuck that means. Can any of y'all convince me what the hell am I supposed to do? You know, and they'd be like, oh, the black and the Spanish people should be against ICE. They should be jumping up with us. And I'm like, jumping up with who? We don't want no problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is y'all problem, man? Like, since when y'all don't want law enforcement? What the fuck? That's wild as fuck to me. That's how we live in. Yo, thank you for that like. Whoever smashed that like, I appreciate that. You gave my content a little life. If everybody else could do that, man, you know what I'm saying? Give me some life. Smash that subscribe. I might be up on here a little longer than I anticipated, if I see a reason to be. Anyway, yeah, big shout outs to Trump, man, the big dog. You know, I see what the media is doing. And they're gonna start crying humanity because the Epstein shit blew up in their face. They was all up in them files. Now they like, yo, let's change the subject. Somebody gotta die. It's not like Biggie and shit. Somebody gotta die, right? So Renee was like, I'll do it. And they was like, yo, we'll give $1 million. Well, I guarantee, man, something fishy about that shit, because right after she passed, all of a sudden she had $1 million donated. Man, she sacrificed herself. That's what I think. I think she knew that something could possibly happen, but that she would get paid off and her family would be taken care of regardless. And she was like, yo, I'm down for this cause. And she got trained for that shit. She was getting trained, you know what I'm saying? So I think part of what she did was, I think she knew. I mean, come on, man. Who the fuck gets in front of law enforcement anyway? Who the fuck blocks the road? You know what I'm saying? And like, anytime I've ever dealt with law enforcement, they're like, yo, put your car in park and take the keys out. This bitch had her foot on the brake, ready to go. That's my thing, man. Nah, yo, how you even, they'd have had guns drawn on me before, you know, just in the middle of the road, blocking the road. Fuck out of here. I'm talking about Trump. Trump's the GOAT, man, because And he's got all the media acting retarded and backwards and shit. He got the whole world acting all fucking stupid. Not whole world, because a lot of people are on board and they're like, yo, finally a breath of fresh air. You know, like finally we getting out of the chokehold. But the media is giving this impression that Trump's putting the chokehold in. Well, I saw some stupid shit. Taco. Trump always chickens out. I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would you say that? Chickens out. Like, think about that, right? What the fuck are you chicken out in? So what are they trying to encourage? First of all, they're saying, oh, we don't want him to do this and that. He's going to do this and that. And then they turn around and say, taco. And that's their thing. Trump always chickens out. It's an acronym. I think it's just hilarious because I'm like, yo, the media is pathetic, yo. It's like they had a good hold on people because there was nobody, you know what I'm saying, to lift up the rug. There was nobody out there to say nothing. There's nobody out there to talk. There's nobody out there to be aware of what the fuck was going on and shit. The media got so boring and unpleasant. And that's part of their strategy. They just want to make like the media, politicians, all that bullshit, man. They all tied in together because they know like angry people make dumb decisions. And when people make dumb decisions, then they got something to run on. You know what I'm saying? Like that lady, man. She made a dumbass decision because she was upset. But she was upset because she was incited and provoked. You know what I'm saying? And she thought she was on the right side of the law, but she wasn't. And now the media is trying to make it seem like the law is wrong and the criminals are right. So, but I mean, the only people who do that are criminals. Or people who don't understand the law itself. That's how I feel. Can y'all even hear me out there in the world? I can't tell. What y'all think, man? Y'all think Trump holding it down? Huh? Or you think Trump ain't holding it down? I think Trump holding it down, man. I appreciate Trump, you know. Straight up. I'll tell you what, when these taxes come around too, I know everybody gonna be acting all silly and shit. They're gonna be like, I guess, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, I already seen prices of a lot of things going down too, so. But I see the sneaky shit going on, you know. You know what I'm saying? I see the sneaky shit going on. Everybody just, all of a sudden, they putting their prices up because they're like, yo, man, as long as they keep saying the prices are going up, we could just keep putting the prices up. Think about it, right? That's the best way to sell your shit. You sell your shit at an all-time high because the media is already saying it's going up. You know the prices are going down. And you could think of it, right? Say you in business. I know, because I love business. So say you in business, and you know you buy, let's say t-shirts. You buy 1,000 t-shirts for $100, and you know you could sell each t-shirt for $5 a piece and make 5,000. Well, you know, 4,000. What, $900, right? But they're saying the prices of everything went up. So you say, well, instead of selling these shirts for $5 a piece, let's just sell them for $20 a piece. So you just bought 1,000 shirts for $100, but now you're selling it for $20 a piece. So instead of making almost 5,000, now you're making 20,000. These are the times to take advantage of, because as long as people keep saying the prices of everything's going up, that's something to take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? No matter where I go, I could just sit there and say a crazy price. You know what I'm saying? And like, if I wanted to do a job, like say something stupid like cutting grass or something, man, normally you charge like $20 or even a haircut. Let's say the fucking haircuts, because the haircuts went from like $10 to $20 to $50, and they used the pandemic as an excuse to charge more fucking money. And that's how the game works. That's it, man. That's how the fucking game works, no matter what, man. And so right now, that's what's going on. Motherfuckers is using this whole opportunity because of the confusion to jack prices up. Because I tell you one thing, man, you can go to one store and get the shit for the regular price, go to another store, and you're like, damn. Don't look at me like that. You know I ain't lying. That shit the truth, man. It be crazy out there. It just be crazy. Sometimes I get on these live streams and I think to myself, man, the whole world could possibly come through my live stream and check out my shit. I say, wow, man, he on here talking about Trump being a good person and the media kind of like, you know what I'm saying, being a good tool. The media is really a tool, man. Because look at it, man. It don't matter what the fuck they say or do. People are going to react to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So whether they're going to react to it like, oh, this is some bullshit, or they're going to react to it like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Say it isn't so. The news said. Because we all know, man, we all got somebody that like, you know what I'm saying? They don't read between the lines whatsoever. They just hear whatever, and word for word, you know what I'm saying? The first, you ever listen to the news the way they talk? All right, I'm going to try it. Ready? In today's news, someone died. They were shot in the face by a 38 Magnum shotgun, close range, point blank. And I'm like, yo, what is wrong with y'all niggas? Like, why is y'all so excited and shit? Like, chill the fuck out. What time is the snow scheduled for? You see, I gotta be nice and warm up in this bitch. For my destination, it keeps on changing. They said tonight, they said tomorrow, so I don't fucking know. I'm not worried about that part though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just trying to keep myself calm so I can get enough rest. Because I want to go skiing and I want to go sledding. I want to build a snowman. Oh, excuse the fuck out of my burp. Nah, good subject, man. That this snow event kind of crazy in the States. Man, when I think about that though, I think about how this world is designed and shit. My God, man. Whew. You're beautiful. What a beautiful world you created. Oh my goodness. Especially when like you look at the map of the world. You know, the map's not really accurate because it's kind of hard to like, it's kind of hard to really map out the world. I mean, it's not that hard, but it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, when you look at the world and what we do know of it, it's fucking beautiful, man. Shit. Above sea, below sea. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. That's why they say sea level. You ever notice they say sea level? Why is sea level the only level we see? Above sea level and below sea level and sea level. Those are the levels. Explain that. Anybody besides the fact that Trump's the GOAT? Trump's the GOAT, man. Tell you one thing, man. Shutting down them borders, that's the real deal. I don't care if I don't care if somebody's running away. Look, man. First of all, that lady did not care about her kids because she was out there driving around reckless, trying to fucking impede enforcement. She was blocking the road. You know what I'm saying? And that was enough, man. And she was trying to take off. You know, she ain't supposed to be doing all that. Driving into people, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta prove nothing, man. She wasn't supposed to be there. Humanity. Y'all crying humanity. To anybody out there in the world that doesn't understand the little tricks and games being played, let's just give you a heads up. Take the time to think about the narratives. Take the time to just think about the narrative. That's it. What is the narrative? So far, it appears that a narrative is a mother of children, right? But we saw her, right? we saw her and her husband. I mean, her wife, or whatever you want, whichever way you want to describe that. I don't know who's the wife and who's the husband in that marriage. Well, based on the way the significant other was dressed, I'd assume the significant other was the husband. I'm not sure though, however, because we don't know how that works out, because it doesn't make sense. It's easier when you can just say male, female, husband, wife. But again, this is another narrative being pushed. And this is supposed to upset a specific crowd of people. This ain't even about black people. Wait until a black person gets popped. That's probably next. Now, look, I don't want that to happen. Trust me, I really don't. But just wait, because that's really what it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think of all the people that got killed, right? Charlie got shot last year, and they all laughed about it, basically. And then they complained about not being able to laugh about it, right? Now we're starting a new year with another death, right? But this time we're not allowed to laugh. We're supposed to be humane and sensitive, right? For somebody committing a crime. Okay? The narrative is have sympathy for criminals. Even though the dad ran and abandoned his child in the cold. Why would you run if you're not a criminal, right? I don't want to get deported. You don't even care about your kid, bro. You need to go. Oh my, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Why would you abandon your kid, Joe? Like, but the news twists the whole story and says, oh, detained 5-year-old child. Oh, poor child. Oh, this woman was just driving home. She wasn't trying to run anybody over. She was peacefully protesting with her vehicle. Yo, the news, man. You motherfuckers are hilarious, man. I just gotta laugh at this shit. I used to be like all wrapped up in it and be like, damn, man, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even the whole can't breathe, that motherfucker. Until I actually watched the video and shit, and I'm like, this nigga was screaming can't breathe while he was still in the car. This nigga was screaming can't breathe before he even crawled out the car and fell to the floor. And then they picked his ass up and tried to put him in the cop car, and he still fucking kept crying can't breathe. And he just kept playing this can't breathe shit. Like, nigga, like, what the fuck is you doing? And I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, I think the power of the tongue won right there. I don't even think it was the knee or none of that shit. I'm not saying it couldn't be. I ain't fucking there. I ain't there for that shit. All I'm saying is that can't breathe shit started long before this nigga had a knee on him. So, in my opinion, that shouldn't be the fucking chant. This shouldn't be you know what I'm saying? What the fuck, man? You encouraging the wrong fucking shit. This nigga had a panic attack at best. Had a panic attack, and that probably turned into some cardiac or some shit. I don't fucking know. All I know is, like, you shouldn't be doing crack or whatever the fuck drug he was doing. I know he was doing some fucking drug, and that motherfucker flipped the fuck out. I can't breathe. And they just try to contain that nigga, like, yo, man, chill the fuck out. I mean, I don't think they necessarily was like, yo, let's just go kill this nigga today. They like, yo, what the fuck's going on, man? What you doing over here? But whatever, man. That's a whole nother narrative people want to paint. Same thing with Mr. Skittles and soda and shit, man. We know how to make lean. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas learned how to make lean, was from Trayvon. Look, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, damn, I'm glad that wasn't me and shit, you know. And I feel bad that that even happened to that kid, and that dude shouldn't have got away with it. But think about it, the narrative was intentional. It was to make you hate law enforcement or anybody that had interest in law enforcement. It was these were things that were set like years ago, decades ago, to get us to hate law enforcement. All these motions were being pushed because without law enforcement, you have chaos. And when you have chaos, that's when you need a dictator. Well, in my opinion, man, when they say democracy and shit, no, these motherfuckers trying to kill democracy because they want to have a dictator. They want to have a ruler over all because they don't want to be charged with the crimes that they're committing. These motherfuckers are so greedy. Price of everything went up, man. I should be a millionaire fucking 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact that we're in America. You know what I'm saying? But no, every time you get a little bit closer, you end up, further away from where you're trying to get. That ain't a coincidence. That's strategic. That's not democracy. That's dictatorship. That's communism. And all this health insurance, man, what is it approved? Health insurance is the biggest scheme, no different than fucking the child care, welfare, fucking food stamps, all that shit. Housing, affordable housing. Those are all schemes. All fucking scams to fucking tax people into paying for shit that makes certain people rich and other people poor. Period. And you just gotta look into this shit. Take the time to look into it, and or just think about it in general. Why the fuck in history, when the fuck and why the fuck did we turn to affordable anything? Why? What the fuck? This is terminology, motherfuckers, to make you pay more. That's it. I should I should sell that. Matter of fact, I'm using that. Affordability. I would go out and market affordability. This is the affordability plan. Yo, it's so crazy because I look at my eye and it look like a snake eyes and shit, right? I'm like, is that snake eyes or something? But no, it ain't no snake eyes. I ain't no reptilian. I ain't no reptilian. Yo, smash them like, smash that subscribe, smash that smash. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. I remember when I was younger, I was such a fool. I had like, I'm gonna reflect to the point where it's like, I had no clue what anything meant, so I didn't pay it no mind. I reacted. 9/11 happened. I said, I ain't getting on no planes no more. That was it. I said, fuck that. I ain't doing planes no more. You know how much I changed my life? I used to travel, man. I could have easily been traveling every fucking year. Every fucking year, man. Things were great. That shit fucked up the whole air flight traveling system, man. I'm telling you, because now only so many people fly. I'm telling you, a lot less people fly around now because they thinking, man, I don't really want to deal with that shit. I don't want to be that plane end up in a building. Or worse, disappear in the sky or some shit. I don't think them planes be disappearing in the sky. I think once they go to a certain point, they kind of just leave the atmosphere. Like, whoops. Whoops. That's what I think. Cause I think we done seen some weird videos and shit. And we probably misinterpreted it. But I tell you one thing, man. I love the sky. That sky don't stop moving. That's one thing I know. That sky moves. That sun moves. the moon moves. The only thing that don't look like it moves is the ground. Everything else seems to be fucking moving. Is that me? Maybe it is just me. I don't fucking know. But in my opinion, the only thing fucking moving is above and below. That's crazy. Because the stars, man, how the fuck? The stars can't be in the same spot, can they? Why they look like they is? You feel me? And the crazy part is the crazy part, right? Where the sun goes down is where the moon mysteriously disappears. I mean, at least if I saw that motherfucker making its way over, I'd be like, all right, bet, there it is. No. As soon as the sun go down, man, that motherfucker show up like, hey, here I am. Trump the GOAT, man. Matter of fact, Trump's so good, I gotta make my life a trillion times better because of him. Time's running out. This might be my breakthrough. Hope y'all heard that. That was a breakthrough. They had 30 minutes. Holy smokes. I'm surprised this show they burned the fuck down. Ooh wee. Alright, we'll be